Welcome to the list of the 10 largest cities in the world by population. To be clear, this list is based on the urban area of each city, not the inner city or the wider metropolitan area. The list starts with Osaka at place number 10. Located in Japan, it is one of the 3 major cities in the country, with an urban population of close to 19 million people. Not unusual for an aging society in Japan, the city's population declines a bit, while in all other countries represented on this list, the numbers are going up. The city is famous for its street food, especially takoyaki and okonomiyaki. Takoyaki is Japan's famous octopus balls, and okonomiyaki is a Japanese sort of pancake. So if you are ever in the area, make sure you try it. Moving on to number 9. Mumbai, formerly known as Bombay, is one of India's largest cities, with a population of 12.5 million people in the city alone. And this can be nearly doubled for the urban area at close to 22 million people as of 2024. Mumbai is the financial capital of India, and also famous for the Bollywood film industry, as well as many Buddhist temples that are for sure worth a visit. Number 8 brings us to Beijing, China. In many Western countries, probably more known as Peking, Beijing is the capital of China, with an urban population of just over 22 million people by 2024. Founded over 1,000 years BC, the city has a rich history to offer. The Forbidden City or the Great Wall of China are only 2 of the highlights any visitor should not miss. Leaving Asia for the first time, number 7 brings us to North America, but not to the United States of America as some of you might have guessed. 22.5 million people are putting the capital of Mexico, Mexico City on this list. In the city alone are living close to 10 million people already, which makes the city by itself the most populated North American city as well. It is famous for its tasty Mexican cuisine, as well as its rich history of the Aztecs, among other things. It is also considered one of the oldest cities in North America. At number 6, we find another city that is also famous for its rich history. Cairo in Egypt has a population of over 10 million people and an urban population of 22.6, beating Mexico City rather closely. It is known as the ancient heart and soul of Egypt and a main center of Arab-Islamic civilization. The pyramids of Giza are the last of the 7 ancient world wonders that still exists to this day, and that alone makes a trip to Cairo unique. Built over 4,600 years ago, the pyramids are still just one of the many sights the region has to offer. For number 5, we are going back to America again, this time to the Brazilian city São Paulo in South America. With a little over 22.8 million people in 2024, the urban area of the city is the most highly populated area on the entire continent. The city is home to the Brazilian Stock Exchange, and it does not come as a surprise that the city has the largest economy by GDP in all of Latin America. São Paulo also convinces its visitors as a cultural hotspot of the country. You can find a large number of museums, theaters, art galleries, and a diverse music scene. For the number 4 spot, we are back in Asia. Dhaka, the capital of Bangladesh, grew by over 3% in population from 2023 to 2024, which is the highest growth rate on the entire list. With close to 24 million people, Dhaka is the most important cultural, economic, and scientific hub in Eastern South Asia. Nevertheless, around 1/3 of the 24 million people are living in slums. But the city is also known for its art festivals and especially its annual Bengali New Year celebration. You will also see many rickshaws in the streets of Dhaka, even more than in many other Asian cities. At number 3, we land back in China. Shanghai almost hits the 30 million people barrier and is one of the world's most important financial centers. The container port of Shanghai is the largest in the world and is just one of the aspects that make this city an industrial giant whose products supply China's growing domestic demands as well as the rest of the world with Chinese products. The name Shanghai means city by the sea, and it has a very unique history, as during the 1800s and early 1900s, it was filled with Chinese and foreigners from all over the world. It was one of the first cities in the whole region with that East meets West vibe, and certain cultural aspects can still be noticed today. The number 2 spot goes to the most populous country on our planet. As some of you may or may not be aware, this is not China, but India as of 2023. Nearly 34 million people are living in the Delhi area in 2024, which can only be topped by one other city we get to in just a second. Delhi is not the capital of India, which is New Delhi. The unique part about this, however, is that New Delhi is a part of Delhi. Be that as it may, there are a bunch of things to be seen in that megacity. For example, the Gates of Delhi, the tallest brick minaret in the world, the Qutub Minar, or the Baha'i Lotus Temple, the only one in all of Asia. Absolutely worth the visit. And now, at the number 1 spot, we end this list, you guessed right, in Asia. For the second time on the list, it is a city from Japan. Tokyo is, other than Osaka, the only city with a slow decline in population on the entire list. But with an urban population of over 37 million people, the city certainly won't become a sparsely populated area anytime soon. So what is the capital of Japan famous for? It has over 200 Michelin stars restaurants, more than any city in the whole world. Then there is Shibuya Crossing, where more than 3,000 people cross the street at the same time. It is an iconic spot of the city, and whenever a movie shows a place from Tokyo, it is highly likely it will be this one. And of course, the Japanese culture is very interesting and unique in itself, be it a certain obsession with any number of tech products, anime, manga, samurai culture, or whatever else. And of course, you can find all of it in this list's number 1 spot, Tokyo. Thanks for watching.